So we got a new open source AI model that is able to create and even edit pictures. This model is called HiDream-I1, and they just released the dev and also the fast version of this AI model. And of course, you can download the way to your computer and you can run it locally, although you need some decent hardware. I'm talking about RTX 3090 minimum to be able to run this AI model. But don't worry, there is actually an online alternative that you could try if you are interested to edit or create images using this model. Now, basically, this is just a nice improvement over the previous model, and this model is just very good at creating realistic pictures or even following the prompt really well. And at least according to the benchmark, it seems to be better than other models like Flux.1 Dev, which are actually really good, SDXL, which is Stable Diffusion, and DALL-E 3 from OpenAI. So this is actually probably the best AI model, open source AI model for creating images at the moment. And of course, later I'll show you how you can use this AI model to create pictures and also edit pictures online. So first, if you want to create pictures right now, the company behind it just released the demo on Hugging Face. This is the official Hugging Face space from HiDream, and I'm going to leave the link in the video description. And let me show you how you can use this AI tool to create images. So I'm going to just duplicate this, and I'm going to start from scratch. And let's just start with this prompt. So I actually prepared this prompt, and basically it is a yoga pose. And let's see if this model is able to actually create a picture with that yoga pose. This is called crow pose, and it's actually quite challenging for AI to create. And I want to know if this AI is able to create this kind of picture. Now, let's go back to HiDream again. And here you can select the aspect ratio. There is the 1:1, 3:4, 4:3, 16:9, and also 9:16 aspect ratios. I will select 16:9, which is a horizontal picture. And here is the seed number. I do recommend to set it to be -1. So it will be random every time you are creating a picture. Now, when you're done with the prompt and with the settings, you can click create image and just wait for this AI tool to create the image. The process of creating the image will take about 1 minute, actually less than 1 minute. But yeah, this is the dev version. So it is not the fastest, but also not the slowest model. It is somewhere in the middle. And unfortunately, the company has not yet released the Hugging Face space for the full and the fast version. But if you actually go to the release page here on Hugging Face, I will actually leave this link as well. You can see that there are some other spaces that were created by community, and they're using the I1 full. If you are interested to try the full version of this model, then you can use any of these links. But keep in mind that usually the settings could be different, and some models may be customized to be very good at specific things. So that's one thing that you need to know when you're trying to use a demo about HiDream-I1. But the demo was created by the community, not officially from HiDream. Anyway, let's go back to HiDream again, and let's see the picture that was generated. Okay, it seems to be not quite right. Yeah, that's actually not the yoga pose that I would imagine. But yeah, usually most AI models are not able to create something like that. It is really challenging. But at least if I ignore the fact that the pose is wrong, the fingers is pretty accurate. The fingers, the overall human body structure seems to be pretty accurate. Maybe the leg looks a bit weird, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. And again, this is the dev version. This is not the most powerful version of HiDream-I1. So that's basically how you can use it. Now, there is also the editing tool that is based on HiDream-I1, and you can use it to edit a picture. So you can navigate to this page. Again, the link will be available in the video description. So the way you use it is quite simple. Basically, you want to upload a picture and then provide a description or the instruction about what are the things that you want to modify. So let me do a quick demonstration. I'm going to click here. Okay, so I have this picture of a woman taking a selfie. Let me just upload that. And here, I want to change the weather into snowy season. So change the weather into a snowy season. So that's going to be my prompt. And here at the bottom, there are some settings that you could customize. Usually you might want to just use the default setting. But of course, for the seed, I do recommend to just use the random number. It's usually much better. You don't want to just stuck with one exact seed. So I do recommend to use the -1 as the setting for the seed. And for the image preservation and instruction and also refinement, it's up to you. You can modify that, but usually I think it's better to just use the default settings. Now when you're done, you can click the generate button and just wait. But bear in mind that this is actually not fast. This is actually based on the full version of HiDream, so it's going to take quite some time to finish. I'm talking about maybe about 5 minutes to finish editing the picture. So I'll just skip forward and show you the final result. Alright, so this is the result. As you can see, it's very realistic, very accurate. Everything looked the same except now the weather is different, or maybe I can tell that there is this tree is missing and now it is being replaced by a smaller tree. But other than that, I think everything else looks really good. So that's basically how you can use the HiDream-I1 model to create and edit pictures for free via the Hugging Face Space demo. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.